This from the young lady that left a mentally challenged man to die. This from the person that was in charge over in California that did not want to let men charged of cannabis convictions out because her state needed the free slave labor. It's not me making it up. Go, hop on DuckDuckGo and check yourself. But VP, President Kamala Harris, it's a false choice to suggest that we have to choose between either upholding the Second Amendment or passing common sense gun safety legislation. I'm for the Second Amendment. I am also for an assault weapons ban, universal background checks, and red flag laws. This is literally her and this administration's attempt to try to tell you that these are not contradictory things, and they are. There's already rules against murder. If someone uses a so-called assault weapon to murder people, or they use a legal California compliant handgun with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds, and they shoot one person, one bullet, it's still murder. It's still a violation of that person's body, regardless of the tool that's used. So we have rules in place here. This is their attempt to try to make it seem like you can be for the Second Amendment and then add caveats to it. That's not how the amendments and the Bill of Rights and the Constitution works. These things were there to put limits on government. And we have to keep repeating this for the general public, because the general public doesn't do it, because the general public, for the most part, is taught in a public school education that wants you to believe that the Second Amendment is about limiting the citizens or the sovereign individuals and not the public servants or the politicians or government. Lastly, it says Congress must have the courage to act, but until they do, the states must lead the way. She's trying to attempt to get everybody to each individual state to vote in favor of their own disinterest. Again, I put a video up on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Maj2Ray or @Maj2Ray. Go check it out. Talks about the $13 billion that the Biden administration has going into 2024. They're going to try to run a decentralization campaign where they're going to stop talking about the federal level and try to use that $13 billion to hire or elect anti-gun, unconstitutional politicians all across the states and local government. They understood, like libertarians have for some time, what we're doing at the Mises Caucus and libertarians there with Project Decentralized Revolution. And is also what Klaus Schwab understands. There's more bang for your buck when you put money and energy and resources behind local and state candidates, because if those candidates don't uphold constitutional rules or rules of law, and even judges too, then you get the win that way. So our pushback is A, educating more and more people about this information, the Constitution, so forth and so on. B, highlight these types of contradictions by people like Kamala Harris. Her entire political career has been a big contradiction. As well as C, donate and support the organizations doing the work. Obviously, we do the work at Black Guns Matter, not only with educating and informing beginners to be safe and responsible firearms owners, but also about how this process, the civic process, how the checks and balances work. That is an educational component that we have to do. And lastly, supporting with merchandise, putting up merch and gear and things like that, that change the zeitgeist, that shift the paradigm. We have today and tomorrow, and it'll be on sale today and tomorrow. We have our LGBTQ plus shirt or hoodie that says, "Let's get Biden to quit plus Kamala." And this post right here is another example of why we need this type of politician, Biden and Kamala, to absolutely quit and not be in public office ever again. But I don't know, you guys might think I'm wrong. Maj is mostly right, but sometimes you guys want to give a different perspective. Comment below, tell me what you think, share, donate at givesingo.com/solutionary, get some merch at blackgunsmatter.etsy.com, and share this post. Be safe, be solutionary.